Hey everyone, this is Stu with the Military Investor Network, and today I wanted to just go over something that we just started. One of our goals with my other company, with my business partner, Storehouse 310 Ventures, one of our major goals was just trying to get organized and trying to find a system and a process to help us grow and scale and just track things better. When we started getting to a point where we're having multiple properties going on at once, multiple rehab projects, there kind of times where we both felt somewhat overwhelmed, and we needed to find a way to track it. We tried a few different things. We tried Excel spreadsheets. We tried Google Docs. We tried Dropbox. And those aren't terrible systems and processes, but the biggest piece to that is you have to constantly update it. And this one that I'm going to show you isn't that much different, but it does allow you to automate things a little bit better, copy and paste things, and track it a little bit easier. The technology here is way more advanced and user friendly. So we looked at different systems. There's a couple of different websites for project management. This one is called Asana, A-S-A-N-A. There's another one called Trello, and I'm sure there's others out there. But we ended up deciding on Asana. It kind of fit us better. This one, you do have to pay for it. You get a 1-month trial for free, and then afterwards you have to pay for it. But I'm just going to kind of show you what we have going on. These little squares are basically called projects, and we create a project to help us track everything. And inside the project, let's just go to one. This is one. This is a house that we recently bought, or actually are about to buy. And so inside the project, we create tasks. And so every single one of these is a new task. And so you see here, we need to, for the pre-closing, we needed to get the scope of work and the construction agreement done. And what we can do is we can assign that to a team member. So if you see this little picture here, this is Robin. She's our project manager, and we have tasked that to her. And you can click on it, and you can actually give a due date if you want to. You can write comments. You can like it almost like you would like on Facebook. You can add attachments. You can do subtasks. So inside of a task, you can create subtasks, and I'll show you something like that in a second. But that's just an example. Sign closing docs. So I'm responsible for signing closing docs. I task myself. And we can go down here. So here's another example of doing subtasks. So this is one of the tasks for us is to market the property. Once we have it closed, we're going to mark it. And so I was going to, these are subtasks inside this task. I had to create a rental analysis, create a YouTube video. I'll post it on social media, and I'm going to email it out to our buyers list. And you can even look on that one. And you can see here there's a little comment over here, and you can click on that and said, we sent it to one of our buyers, and we're waiting on him to reply. And anytime a new task is sent, or if a task is assigned to someone, it will automatically send an email to that team member. So you get it a couple different ways. You also can download the app, the Asana app, and be signed in, and you'll get notifications when a new task is assigned, or if a task is marked as complete. So if I mark on this task, this is for me to do, or the signing docs is for me to do, I can mark it complete, and I can do that on my phone too, just through the app. And then everyone on our team will know that that's complete. So no multiple steps of sending emails or texts or anything. Everything is done just through here. It's pretty sweet. So let's go back to the home page here, and most of these checklists will all be the same if we're buying a property. So what you could do is take this, you have to open it, and then up the top here you could duplicate the project, and so you could basically do it again, rename it, and create multiple projects for the different properties that we have. You can also have like separate conversations where you start talking about it. This will, if you put due dates, it'll set up a calendar to show everything that's done on a calendar view. You can look at the files if there's any files that have been uploaded. So we put like our insurance policy, our closing statements, our construction agreement, our purchase agreement. You can add those in there to keep your files. So these are just separate projects. You can assign it to the entire team. We have our teams over here, or you can create private ones where it's just just this one right here, just making sure our accounting is up to date. This one's private, so it's just for me and my business partner, and not including all of our team members on there. We have other ones where we have like a punch list. So if our rehab was complete and we got inspections back and there's some stuff that we needed to fix up and complete before we sold it, we would do a punch list. And this is more of like a board format to where you can add, if you wanted to request these, we would request them, and then once our team member says they're done, he can mark complete, and then we can move them over to the completed column. And this also helps us track stuff that we might need to do in the future. So one thing here is we said we were going to do some landscape cleanup and put new mulch in the spring. So a good way to remind ourselves of that is to create that task, put it in this column that we made on a delayed hold. We put a due date of April 30th. So as it gets closer to that timeline, we'll see that task pop up and it will remind us. Another feature that we can do is just give ourselves our own tasks. So any task that is assigned to us will pop up into the My Task area, but I also can just create new tasks just for myself. So if I think of something, I can get on my phone, just type it in real fast. Oh, hey, I need to do this. I need to do this. So these are like my tasks that I've given to myself. And then all these down here are assigned tasks that are within the projects you'll see. It is a pretty sweet tool. We just started it. We've been doing it for, I guess, almost less than a month now. But I tell you what, it has really helped us with making sure we're tracking everything. This project management tool is key to a successful business, and I highly recommend it for those that are trying to grow and scale, and I think it's going to help us tremendously. So I thought this would be very helpful for any of you guys that are considering doing something similar to what we're doing. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and share this. If you like the video, please like it on YouTube, and go to militaryinvestornetwork.com. If you know anyone else in the military or a veteran who's interested in being a real estate investor and learning and growing and networking, please invite them to join our network. Okay, hope this was educational and you enjoyed it, and hope everyone has a fantastic day. Thanks.